Dad comes home from construction job, sees me sitting at a computer, still in my dressing gown with Naruto hat, lets out the longest sigh ever, and goes to his room and shuts the door.
I'm comfortable with who I am.
You're a disgrace to his family.
Hello, friends. Trace amounts of science. I'm not in the mood for anything coherent. The power might go out at any moment. There's a typhoon in the Philippines right now, but we power through. It's kind of exciting. Turn the lights off, spooky stories. Or maybe we'll just read some green text, but surely some of them will be spooky. Okay. The entirety of the Undertale soundtrack was composed on a pirated copy of Fruity Loop Studio 10 with only default samples and synths. What's your excuse? I'm sorry, Anon, not everybody could be Toby Fox.
You gotta turn him on first.
Hey, guys!
Is there any greater injustice than being forced to exist? Want to rest? No, you can't. Gotta be a conscious creature. Forced to have a disgusting physical form. Dude, you're really getting to me right now. This is the type of horror story that I was talking about. Can be hurt, diseased, maltreated, and imprisoned. Forced to have thoughts, feelings, and sensations. Oh no. Forced to go to the bathroom randomly through the day. Have to wipe crap out of your butt on a daily basis. After being forced to use the bathroom. Let me tell you something. If you weren't forced to use the bathroom, dire consequences. That's all I'll say. Can't choose physical form. Not allowed to be bioluminescent. I mean, you get a UV light tattoo or whatever. Actually, does sound kind of lit, honestly. And on top of all that, the other humans will put you into a mental ward prison if you try to end it all. Literally have to wait until your physical form decays off you from old age. Dude, this is like the bleakest outlook on reality I've ever seen. It's got a feels bad man Pepe, and yeah, it does kinda, doesn't it? I hate everything you just said. I love having thoughts, feelings, and sensations. I'm sorry that you don't so much. Whew. Moving on into something completely random now. The single player enjoyer. $3,000 setup just to play a game from 2010. Enjoys being part of a story. Hunts achievements, not enemies. No longer drawn to rage-inducing MOBAs. Picked up a bargain on the Steam sale. Desk cozy as hell. Finally quit competitive FPS and MOBA. Enjoyment with video goes up 10%. Take the single player pill, bros. You won't regret it. Deep down in my heart, I know you're right. But sometimes I don't have the patience for a story to unfold. Sometimes I have an hour between coming home and putting my kids to bed that I'm like, let's play some Rainbow Six Siege, and maybe some awesome stuff will happen. That's the game things I'm doing. What are you doing for your game things down in the comments? Wear a dry cleaned, ironed, and tailored black suit. Go to a random street in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Walk up and knock on the first door. A skinny dude walks up to answer. Can I help you? I explain to him that while it sounds schizophrenic, I am being completely serious, that something will happen within 10 feet of where I'm standing on March 25th, 2024. I also tell him that he has nothing to worry about, but I can't explain to him anything else. And if he won't be here at that point, then really he should forget about it. He asks me if there's really anything to worry about, and I tell him that there isn't, unless you want to warn the people that will be here at that point. He asks what time, and I tell him that I don't even know. I leave and say my goodbyes. Nothing's gonna happen. LMFAO.
You just got pranked, bro!
You're just making people paranoid for no reason. It does sound kind of fun, actually. Proud of you for spreading the seeds of chaos, Anon. This next Anon wants to reminisce a little bit. Character throws something off screen. There's a crash and then a cat screaming. I, too, enjoy a sensible chuckle, Anon. Here's some girl power posting. Literally how? Female protagonist, not one, but 3 of them. Female villain, female director, female producer, female editor, female writer, female VFX supervisor, female composer. Woke bros! How could this fail? It had all the girl power in the world. Must be those incels. Yeah, the people that never leave their house are the ones that didn't see it. Normie dude bros would probably go watch it if it had like a decent and interesting script and high stakes. but I don't think they focused on any of that. We didn't want to build characters, we just wanted to put women in it, and then you come and see it. That's not what makes for good entertainment. Although I do know this is all like a tongue-in-cheek hypothetical. There's no woke bros on 4chan. Based bros only. Be me. Be out and about, not really looking for anything specific. See attractive woman wearing attractive outfit. See ring or tattoo indicating the birthday of her children every freaking time. How does it feel to walk around being so thirsty in the world? You've got nothing to drink at home, have you? Feels good, man. But for real and on, good luck out there finding a sip of something all on your own, okay? Next post is Balatro. Hey! I bought this game, played it 19 hours in a week, and haven't touched it since, but I did have a good time while we was doing it. BB, mid-20s guy who works construction and enjoys a good game. It really is such a good game, isn't it? Bouncing between games like Final Fantasy, Doom, Dragon's Dogma, and more, find Balatro on Steam. Download it to my deck. Look up and 8 hours have passed. Oh my god, what have I become?
Well, I'm the Joker, baby.
Become hardcore addicted, trying to get all the achievements, get a score just shy of 100 million in a single hand after 130 hours. Good for you, you know? He really does enjoy a good game. Maybe a little too much. Hey, Anon, maybe you want to slow down there, huh?
Whoa, relax, dude. Take it easy, man. Cool your beans, bro.
Ridiculous, man. Weeks go by and I realize, man, I'm hard addicted to this. Realize, maybe I'd love poker. Now you'd think at that point you'd stop and be like, well, I have some addictive tendencies in the game. There's not polychrome multipliers in real life poker. You're competing against other people. They're gonna smoke you, baby boy. Get out of there. But Anon indeed learns poker, ends up at a casino, develops a gambling addiction, goes $10,000 in debt.
Wow!
It's exactly the trajectory we all thought it would have. Isn't that fun? Anon's gonna be working construction for a long time. This Anon says, need to lock in for studies, procrastinate for ages. Yesterday in class, lock in, and finish majority of the assignment because no other distractions. Guess my ADHD was a meme after all. Still sucks though. I'm gonna sip some coffee and grind right now, on God. God, you can really tell this is a current day 4chan post, can't you? Procrastination's a sport, and I'm the Olympic gold medalist for decades straight. Yes, I also enjoy procrastinating. Kind of loops into Balatro from the last post. Anyways, moving on. Kurt Cobain. I hate myself, I want to die. I hate myself, I would be better dead. Almost died on tour by overdose. Idiots everywhere. No, surely it's a conspiracy. Courtney Love killed him. Why do you like this? It's more intriguing that way. Thanks for asking. Do you think this could work? Says Anon. If you even have to ask, my automatic answer is no. Definitely not. Get a hair transplant. Gym max hard and learn to play guitar. Go back to high school in September 2024, frauding my age as a 17-year-old senior. How are you gonna fraud your way in, first of all? Secondly, like, gross, dude. How old are you actually? If you're anywhere over 30, you're never gonna be able to masquerade as a high schooler. Then again, you just sort of put the costume on, you know? Get the broccoli haircut, little chain. As I am become Zoomer. On day one, rent the most expensive car possible. Pay someone to drive me to ski. Maybe there's some Uber premium service I can look up. If you do all of that, let me tell you what's going to happen. You're going to get the Elliot Rodger experience. You'll get out of your fancy car and nobody's going to notice. You put on your $80 shirt and nobody cares. The car's at least a bit more noticeable. But even from day one, your plan is doomed to fail, okay? But OP says, I jump out of the car, and everyone will be blown away. Make the best first impression possible. Yeah, totally. How do you think they're gonna feel when they find out you were a 30-year-old man LARPing as a 17-year-old? Not the best last impression. All the girls and guys will want to know who I am. I'll make tons of friends instantly. Yeah, that's how it works. Just, hey, want to be friends now? I snap my fingers and so it is. I'll tell them my dad's a senior VP at Microsoft or Goldman Sachs or some shit. And they'll be like, oh yeah, what's his name? Interesting. He's not listed on the board of the directors. Dude, the internet makes any lie impossible. You might as well live an honest life, you know? I understand bending the rules here and there, but lying about something that is publicly searchable is just not very bright already. I'll tell girls I can play guitar, form a band, practice in a garage. Why? Because he saw it in a teen rom-com one time? That's the only reason he wants to learn to play. Tell everyone my parents are always traveling through Europe and that I have the entire house to myself every weekend. Bunch of high schoolers gotta tear that shit to the ground, you realize that? Everyone will want to party at my house. When the party's arranged, I will rent an expensive beach house for the weekend and tell them that I live there. Yeah, just live somewhere else every week because we keep burning them down. I'd get another chance at high school life. Full of parties, bonfires by the beach, concerts, talking back at the teachers, etc. Basically the life I should have lived. The life that was denied to me. Another Anon says exactly what I'm thinking. This is the average Disney Channel movie plot from the late 2000s. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. He saw that and he's like, why didn't I get to have that? Because it's an idealized version of reality that never fucking existed, okay? You have some parties, you do some awkward mingling, that's part of the whole song and dance, unless you decided that you didn't want to do that, and then that's the choice that you made. Now I'm just getting mad at imaginary scenarios. Here's an on shampoo bottles watching him make up this scenario in the shower. That's all this is. Next post, Jan. A name. February, not a name. March, not a name. April, a name. May, a name. June, a name. July, a name. I never met a girl named July. Julie? Are we saying it like Julie? I guess I'll allow that. August, not a name. It is a name. September, not a name. That too is a name. Octo, a name. Otto. Yeah, sure, if we're bending the rules. November, not a name. December, not a name. This Anon says, yeah, Augustus or Augustus. Doesn't matter. August and September, I swear. I've known girls named August and September. I can't remember when or where or what period of my life, but I'll swear to it in court. Then go to jail for perjury. Next post. Anyone else experience this? Be me. Not neat, but still live hikikomori lifestyle. Which, if you didn't know, are people who basically don't leave the house. Be asleep, have a dream. Inside the dream, I either spend time with fictional characters or people whom I haven't met for a few years already. Dreams feel good and wholesome. Snap back to reality.png. Once I wake up, the euphoria of feel-good is replaced with bittersweet reality. Who else has a very good dream and gets sad when it ends? Yeah, I don't think hikikomori lifestyle factors into having the good dream. That's what brings on the night terrors, the existential dread. But that doesn't really answer the question, does it? My answer is yes. I had good dream and get sad when end. That's how you know you're still human. Okay, next one. Well, yes, I do support shifting away from fossil fuels, but only because it'll be extremely satisfying to watch Middle Eastern petro-slave tourist traps collapse. I hate to agree publicly, I really do, but wouldn't it be kind of neat, you know, just to see the ruins of civilization that once were there before they're taken over and buried by the desert? Nobody write it down, nobody talk about it. We're creating mysteries for our future great-great-grandchildren, assuming they don't blow each other up with nuclear missiles. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, this next post. I took the touch grass pill and shut-in loser for over 10 years. Literally been on 4chan every day of my life since 2009. I'm 28. Spend every day reading looks-maxing black pill stuff, doom posting on R9K, etc. Finally say, screw it, and start improving. Go to the gym, groom myself, force myself to go back to college, and talk to people. Good for you, Anon escaped. He figured out the secret code, which is no secret. I've dated 3 girls long-term now. Currently in a 6-month relationship, and she's moving here soon. I'm 5'10", 5 out of 10 face on a good day, and had my V-card when I was 26. Also, 6-inch Subway sandwich. Literally everything about me is average. Everything about you is average except for your perception and your willingness to experiment with that perception. You tried the other side and you said, you know what? It's pretty good. Many, many, many people do that, never escape, so above average, I would say. I should have done this earlier, bros. I still read here from time to time, but it just makes me sad seeing things I once believed being talked about still. Not all of you make it, but the ones who try just might. I did. See you later, bros. Yeah, and then you come back to visit sometimes and realize that it's not the place that it once was and leave disappointed all over again. So I guess nothing's the same, so let's continue on into a different post. BB around 5 p.m. Dad comes home from construction job, sees me sitting at a computer, still in my dressing gown with Naruto hat, lets out the longest sigh ever. It goes to his room and shuts the door.
I'm comfortable with who I am.
You're a disgrace to this family.
My face went. Yeah, I feel how that dad feels. What did you want to happen, Anon? You extend the olive branch. You bridge the gap. You show some effort. How much effort has he shown getting you to this point? God, I hate you in your little Naruto hat! Well, chuck the shit out of him, dude. I can't look at this anymore. Next post. Thoroughly wash my face. Huge crap tons of cleaning products and scrub to the point that it's squeaky clean. Next morning, the entire face is covered in painful zits and pimples. I guess you didn't do good enough. Or your skin is irritated by it in some way. I don't know. You probably shouldn't be scrubbing that hard. Did I fix it? Who cares? Next post. Life of a GameStop employee. Yay! In 2024? The Funko Pop store? Be me. Work in retail, early 2000s. Really love gaming. Present in console launches for the 360 and PS3. Be friends with the employees. No culture and corporate politics. 3 different managers I had were also really cool. Sounds like you got really lucky at that location, honestly. A lot of other GameStops are a hell pit. Either that, or this is somebody posting as a GameStop employee, trying to lure people into the shop. Hey, we're cool. Come down, buy some Funko Pops. Biggest launch was Halo 3. We had an active LED countdown on the store, and we were speculating all day about how the game was going to be. Stay up all night and game with the boys. Next day, had a day off. 2013 to 2014, digital age. Retail starts slowly dying. Your employees are all married, leaving that life behind as you ponder life. Quit in 2015. I'm literally crying. Where did the years go? And yes, this is current day 2024, so I'm supposed to explain to you where a decade has gone? You shitted it away. Like you shit away the decade and a half you spent living in a GameStop. I apologize that was a large part of your identity that died. I'll be the first one to say it. I don't miss GameStop. They rip you off for everything. Find a local mom and pop, alright? Instead of GameStop, I used to go to, I think it's Game Dude in Hollywood. And they give you some pretty good prices. I mean, you still kind of get raked over the coals, but if you need the money, you need the money. All that to say, it's time to find something else, Anon. It's simple. Next post. Be me at 9 years old. Baseball game. I'm up to bat. Bases loaded. Our team is down 3-0. Yeah, no pressure. I swing as hard as I can and the ball goes flying. My coach starts yelling at me to run. I'm so excited about my hit that I throw my bat. It hits him right in the thigh, connecting with his left ball.
That's gotta hurt!
Just the left one. He ends up on the ground screaming. Fast forward 14 years. I'm working at a sit-down pizza restaurant / bar. I see my old baseball coach at the bar, and I go up to him excited. He sees me and laughs, tells all his friends while laughing, "This is the kid that hit me in the nuts with a baseball bat by accident." His friends laugh, and I laugh. I hope your balls are doing well, coach. If you ever need someone to empty them, I'm right here.
You what?
Oh, man. I hate it. It feels like I've read it before, but maybe it was just like a different version of the same post. Either way, I hate it. Moo at a cow. It moves back. We are friends. Yeah, cows really do understand some shit, don't they?
You are my best friend. We will go for walkies, and we will go on a picnic.
Not the smartest animals, but they're definitely sentient. We could be friends on some level. Typical everyday average British morning. Wake up! Bobby knocks on the door. Oi! Open up, you cheeky bastard, and show me your sleeping license. Fumble around and finally find my license. Oh, sorry, good sir, it's right here. God save the Queen. Bobby peers in and catches a glimpse of me telly. Oh, where's your TV license? I draw my TV license from my wallet. Bobby gives me a look like the bloody Queen's dodger. Oi, mate, where's your permit for this license? I show him my license permit. This license permit's expired. I'm taking you in. Bobby draws his toy gun. Stab him with my unregistered butter knife. My face when I should have voted UKIP. Jesus. That's why they had to come and take all your stuff away. It's the thought crime, isn't it? I think we're getting into some heavy topics. I'm chuckling nervously. Okay. Hook up with a random chick from the bar at her place. Lie about my name and address. Take a giant stinky shit in the bathtub and the bathroom sink. Don't clean it up. Leave her place before she wakes up in the morning.
Disgusting!
I doubt that happens, but sometimes it is fun to pretend. I'll grant you that. Be me. Live in urban crap hole in Poland. We don't have computers. Nothing to do. We only buy firecrackers and stick them to stuff. One day we find the biggest crap ever just sitting in the middle of the street. We stick the biggest firecracker into it. It looks like an atomic bomb over Hiroshima. Fire in the hole! And we run away. Suddenly an old lady comes from the corner of the street. She goes so slow, but steady. We just stare. Not even God can stop it at this point. Atomic blast! Old lady is covered in shit from head to toe. She keeps walking. Oh dear, now I've got to get home. I feel sorry for her. We went back to killing pigeons for a week, but firecrackers are more fun. Yeah, Poland sounds like a vibe, I'll tell you that. But at least there's always pigeons to kill. Next post, autistic short stories. I don't know what's up with the font either. Weirded me out a little bit. Be me, 11 years old. Dad takes me to Alabama to look at the car he wants. Sitting in the truck, I look around. Notice someone in the neighborhood sneaking up on a squirrel. He grabs the squirrel and holds it down. He yells, Henry! Henry, I got the fucker! Man comes running with a wood chopping axe. Cuts the squirrel's head off. My face when first time in Alabama. And I see a beheading. I would behead a gray squirrel. Not a red squirrel because they're tiny and cute, but I think Alabama's mostly gray squirrels. So most of the world's gonna be gray squirrels. But anyways, cool story, bro. Whatever. V-card lost thread. Be me last year. Male, 26 years old. My crush and I were beginning dating. She's pretty tall at 6'1". We got in an argument, but I was going to her house to apologize. She's reading a newspaper and drinking a coffee. Already, I'm like, this is a little bit sus. Where are we going here and on? I tell her I'm sorry and she forgives instantly. She shows me her room for the first time. We watch a movie on her bed and start making out. We're home alone, so she takes her top off and her boobs are big and hanging. So some people are into. She rips my pants off and in a panting voice she tells me that she needs to do me right now. Hops on and has a ride, and I finish in about a minute and 27. He pulled the stopwatch out. He's like, okay, go! Time! She tells me it's fine, since she's already past menopause. She tells me it's the best she's had in 40 years. See? See? Age gap? That's not it, though. It's a man, isn't it? 6'1", newspaper and coffee. I don't know, man. And then the next day we go to Outback Steakhouse to celebrate her 81st birthday.
Oh my god. I get it.
Oh, man. We have the best time again right after that. And she passed this year, but I'm never gonna forget the way it felt. Even as I write this, I'm thinking about it. Oh god, I miss her. Another Anon says, be me at 18. Do it with my 52-year-old uncle. See, that's where I thought all this was headed. At least she was a woman, I think, at 81 years old. Maybe more corpse than woman at that point, but I don't know. We're all gonna get there, it's fine. BB, wake up. Realize I'm still alive. Day ruined. Does this happen in your country? Again, welcome to the human experience. At least it's not an experience from 1195 like our next post. Eve, oh Lord, 1195. Summer's fresh in the air. God blessed us with a pregnant mare again. About to catch an afternoon nap until I see a glint in the corner of me eye. The Lord's entourage riding down the road in full armor. Must be here for the yearly piss levy. Act busy and bow before greeting him. Hail, your ladyship. The curious hardly contains ye might. Why did I say that? His lordship's face turns red and looks away. Oh, fuck that tapestry. She smiles and mumbles, I thank thee. I am boy, Modith. Is this some Saracen curse? The next day my ale rations get doubled in celebrations of her male faileth. Confusion dot stained glass. I celebrate anyway. Don't want to look a pregnant gift horse in the mouth. Die of plague 2 weeks later. Oops. But hey, that last couple of weeks, that was a real rabble-rouser, wasn't it? If there's a correct way to die of plague, you found it. Next post. I didn't fumble, I just get unlucky as hell. Tried chubby girl in college, she has cluster B, attachment issues, dropped. Next girl, cluster B, closeted lesbian, prone to breakdowns. Russian girl, cluster B, attachment issues, too clingy. Clown pocket exploded because of clandestine rubber dong usage, too much birth control, maltreater. Christian girl, mind of a 14-year-old, flaky, won't screw 'cause God or something like that. ROTC whore, daddy issues, Protestant, cluster B, cheated. Childhood friend, terminal cancer, but she loves me and wants me and cares about me, but she'll die within 2 months. Nerd girl from Hinge, sterile, cluster B, relationship with 4 guys at once. My mother calls me a mental illness magnet, and she's right. I mean, anybody could be right if you sit there and pick it apart like this. We could have settled right down with the chubby girl that had attachment issues, but no. Now we gotta do the whole parade, the whole song and dance until you learn whatever the hell the universe is trying to teach you. But okay, cool, super, good luck. Have commercial pilot friend going out to a bar together, he's driving. We both get in the car and he starts it up. Hey, it's pretty cold out tonight, maybe you should grab a jacket. He goes back inside to get a coat, quickly pair my phone to his car's Bluetooth. He comes back, starts driving, pull up a YouTube video of the terrain warning alarm. Terrain, womp, womp, pull up, starts blasting from the car stereo. He instinctively yanks back on the steering wheel, swerves off the road a little, hits someone's trash bin, pulls over and kicks me out of his car and tells me he's never driving me anywhere again. I don't believe you. Although that is sort of a fun little prank, isn't it? Until Anon's friend actually manages to pull up. And I don't mean the steering wheel coming off, I mean the car lifts into the air. We got a chitty chitty bang bang situation. Chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you.
And in chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, what we'll do?
I'm probably too old now. Nobody remembers that shit. Be me. Walk into a room wearing apparel strictly from Vans, Zoomies, and Hollister. Headphones in, blaring ska music. Sit down at a table with a bunch of random people, breathing heavily, staring at them. They stare back, and just as one starts to talk, I cut them off and say, "Have you unlocked Skate Heaven in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2? They either look at me in disgust or have a good conversation. This is the only way I can make friends now. I'm up to 5 total friends, and it seems to be working." Well, good. You figured out the secret, Anon. Put yourself out there. It really wasn't that hard. Sometimes you make an ass of yourself, but you just pick yourself up and move on. It's fine. This next post also turns out fine. Wind the clocks back a few years. Be me, high school student. See this goth-looking girl, immediately fall in love for dumb reasons, too shy to approach her. Her friends know about it. They set it up so we have a moment to talk alone. Way too embarrassed to say much. Anon, you're too nervous. No shit, .mkv. End up just blushing and looking away the entire time. Talk doesn't go anywhere. Later on, her friends mentioned to me what she said. Anon is nice, but he's not bold enough. Pretty sad over it, but fair enough. Do my best to avoid her altogether. Managed to pass the rest of the year without those pesky feelings in the way. Hell yeah, we could do without those. In hindsight, it was for the best. She used to drink and smoke even though she was underage. Possible troublemaker and or whore would destroy me psychologically if I managed to get involved. So, I think that's all I got time for today. I'm gonna wrap it up. Them dogs is barking. It's whatever. I hope you enjoyed the episode, friends. If you did, like, comment, sub, sign up on the Patreon, the YouTube memberships. I'd really appreciate that. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye. And bye from the dogs, too, I guess. And Ricky, too, I guess.